coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 14 carries, 80 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Murray again. This is Drake. And he stopped immediately there. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll try and run it. Murray has the first down and more. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Drake again, the ball carrier.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. From the gun, Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosas' kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Cardinals 3, Rams nothing.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency, but I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a run with Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 26.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Stafford. This throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll run here with Henderson. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams nothing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Drake. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's second and
running for the shotgun with Dre. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 31. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the toss, Drake going left. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Escaping and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and...
They run with Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Henderson again, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
39-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Henderson again, the ball.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And again, man, it's Woods. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Stafford here. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long, Stafford, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Stafford's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Stafford. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Is good. That ties the game at 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, Murray. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A final shot before half from Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Jones, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, we're out to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. LA set to take over again on offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In the air now, it's intercepted. Baker with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Running, it's Drake. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
21-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Murray's pass.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here comes the Arizona defense now onto the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
6-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the 36, Stafford. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run with Henderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Stafford. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the carry is Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
But let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
Now I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Murray's pass.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Drake.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Murray's pass. Complete to number 3.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Arizona.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Carrier. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 10-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. The quick slant caught. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
On 1st down at Stanford. Over the middle of the Beckham. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Stafford. Got him over the middle, it's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. And 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
For Cooper Kupp, incomplete.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 33. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 6.
Here's Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Cam Akers, the ball.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a run with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Rams 27, Cardinals 24.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
24-yard line.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 27-24, a little under 1:50 remaining. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Well, the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray. And able to find Kirk complete.
Murray's pass.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
9-yard attempt.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Keeps the score. Rams 27, Cardinals 24.
That would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
24.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for L.A., a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Arizona, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gordon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.